4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Yeah, you kind of hope, right? Well, I don't want to. I mean, there's still hope. In this article I'm going to read, right? There's a historical warning about, well, not about Abdul Carter. There's a historical warning, okay, about I think it's top 5 edge rushers taken in the top 5 of the draft. It's not so much Abdul Carter. It's, expecting too much too early from these high draft picks, okay, to get a lot of sacks. Not that it hasn't happened. It has happened, okay? But, most of them taken in the top 5, I think they go back to 2000 in this article I'm going to read, don't reach 10 sacks in their rookie season, right? Now, I forgot we had Lawrence Taylor. They had 8.5, or of course they were unofficial in 81, so it was either 8.5 or 9.5 his rookie season. But if they learn to rush Lawrence Taylor a lot, he would easily would add more than 10 sacks. I mean, there were some games I didn't even know he was even on the field. There's 81, I think it was 81. We played the Falcons. It's on YouTube. You can see it. And, I think it was Steve Bartkowski was the quarterback for the Falcons. He dropped back the pass. And I'm looking and oh, where's Lawrence Taylor? Is he going to sack him? Where's Lawrence Taylor? And then the next play might be a pass play. And I'm like, where's Lawrence at? Where's Lawrence at? I mean, Lawrence was in coverage. One of the greatest pass rushers of all time. And, he was in coverage a lot. So he was in coverage quite a bit. And he still managed to get all those sacks. Yes, it was 8.5 or 9.5, whatever it was in his rookie season. But if they had him blitzing or rushing more, he easily would have had over 10, without question. I mean, as I said, that one game I just remember all the time against the Falcons. I'm like, is he even on the field? But most of the time he was in coverage. Can't get sacks if you're in coverage, right? But it's an interesting article. I love this because, I don't have time to do this. A lot of it, I'm too much of a moron, right? To, all this stuff. So that's why I love these guys that there's all these different publications and all that, whatever it's Yahoo, Sports Illustrated, Giants Wire, Giants.com, all these different places, AZ Sports, and they go out and they find these stats and all that stuff, and they write up some really, really nice articles. I never would have thought, to think of something like this, but it's a good article, really, really good article here. So this is from Heavy, okay? Giants get it. Heavy. Who wrote it? Oh, by James Dudko. Okay. So heavy.com. Giants get historical warning about Abdul Carter. That's, it's once again, it's not so much maybe about Abdul Carter. It's about, well, it's also, I think, if you want to look at it, right, it also be like Kayvon, right? Because he got taken. I think it's guys taken. Once again, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to read the article. I think it's rusher or defensive line included, right? Because Ndamukong Suh is on this list and all. Guys taken in the top 5 of the draft, so that would include Kayvon. Okay. They took Abdul Carter with the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft to be a transformative player for their defense. But history indicates the New York Giants should lower their expectations for the gifted and versatile rookie edge rusher. Historical trends for pass rushers drafted with a top 5 pick, okay, provide a warning for Carter and the Giants, according to the Ringer's Sheil Kapadia. I probably said that name wrong, but he explained how if we look at all the rookie pass rushers who have been drafted in the top 5 since 2000, so we're going back basically like 25 drafts, okay? The average production is 5.7 sacks across the season. I guess across their first season, I guess maybe. Only 5 of those 5 players, Julius Peppers, Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, Joey Bosa, and Ndamukong Suh. By the way, 5 pretty damn good ball players. You can easily say that maybe 4 out of 5 might go into the Hall of Fame, right? Produced only 5, okay, have produced double-digit sacks as a rookie. Could Carter join that group? Sure, but it's not the most likely scenario. That's a worrying track record for the most hyped player on the team to overcome. Fortunately, Carter has been enough of a force during both training camp and preseason to create genuine buzz. He can be elite in year 1. Abdul Carter is already facing huge expectations. Lofty draft status and a flexible skill set immediately set the bar high for Carter upon entering the pros. The former Penn State star is already encouraging lavish praise from some of the game's greatest and most consistent pass rushers. One former NFL sack leader has predicted Carter will end a 44-year award drought for Big Blue. Meanwhile, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year has endorsed a gold standard pass rush move in Carter's repertoire. He appeared to be justifying the hype when Carter bossed the Buffalo Bills and 4-time Pro Bowl left tackle Deion Dawkins in week 1 of the preseason. When he rushed the quarterback 3 times and he got 3 pressures, and 2 of them against Dawkins. So there's a lot of fanfare from those who know the craft, but Carter is still yet to play a down in a meaningful NFL game, which is true. He'll get his first chance against the Commanders at Northwest Stadium on Sunday, September 7th, and the Giants' NFC East rivals will already be well aware Carter may need special attention. Going to be quite possibly something like, what would you say? What that had to do with Lawrence Taylor, right? But the thing is that you can only double team so many guys. If you're going to try to maybe double team Carter, what are you going to do with Sexy? Right? If you're going to double team Carter and Sexy, you're going to leave Brian Burns one-on-one, right? Giants can help the rookie beat history. The Commanders will have seen the impact Carter made in exhibition contests. What they'll have noticed is a roving disruptor already seeing his share of double teams. Let's not forget, was it the one? Oh, it was that one game. It was against the Jets, right? Oh, you beat them. Oh, yeah. I hate the fans in that era. They swear last year wasn't a fluke. Yeah, hey, I hope we beat them too. But it was the one game in when we played against the Jets, right? And what they did was they, Carter obviously was, looking in, and wasn't prepared for the tight end, I guess, to come in and chip him, right? So they did. I think the tight end came in and hit him, and then I guess went out on a pass pattern. But the tight end, knocked him one way, and then the tackle cleaned Carter's clock. So they did put 2 guys on him, but it was just, I think it was just a chip from the tight end. So Carter's going to have to be careful of that, very, very careful of that. But you can only spend so many blockers on who you gonna, somebody's got to be one-on-one. Whether it's going to be Kayvon, whether it's going to be Burnsy, whether I don't want to just leave Sexy by himself, right? Right. So it'll be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. It speaks to the rookie's rapid development, but extra attention being paid to Carter is also a reminder of what makes this Giants defense dangerous, namely the difficulty of doubling one skilled pass rusher and leaving other talented members of a loaded front to take over a game. Carter will not travel through his debut campaign in isolation. He'll be helped by fellow edge rushers Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns, with the latter adding something new to his pass rush plan for this season. Burns and Carter will move around the front and rush from multiple angles, but a forgotten Giants pass rusher will also be in the mix as the key to a nightmare front. Add in the presence of all-pro nose tackle Dexter Lawrence, who is without equal in a key area. You got that freaking right. And Carter has the supporting cast to help him defy history and Kapadia's prediction. That's it. Good article. So the thing is also, they tell you that there's only been 5 guys. Okay, that makes sense. Since 2000, drafted in the top 5, whether it's edge rushers or on a defensive line, who've gotten double-digit sacks in their rookie season. But you have to put some context to that too, right? I mean, some of the other guys who maybe haven't done it, did they have a supporting cast around them, right? How many of defensive lines since 2000 have had the supporting cast that Carter has, with Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon, and Burnsy, right? So you got to put some context to it, but it's going to be interesting. You got to stay healthy, right? Really, really got to stay healthy. But I think if Carter can stay healthy, especially if Dexter can stay healthy too, I think it's like pick your poison, right? With our defensive front, who are you going to double team? You can only double, you can only issue so many blockers. Unless you're going to keep max protect and send 3 guys out in a pass pattern, right? So, but if I think if anything, I think if Carter could at least come close to getting double digits in sacks, and it all starts this week here. It'll be interesting to see also what the Giants wind up doing with that Daniels, because are they going to put a spy on him? Right? Because obviously some guys we got maybe aren't quite as mobile, but Daniels is not Michael Vick, but he'll take off and he'll get some yards for you, right? So he's mobile, right? So it'll be interesting to see. Are the Giants going to just try to rush 3, maybe have a spy? They're going to rush 4 with no spy. They're going to rush 4, maybe have a spy. It'll be interesting to see, because there's nothing more demoralizing to actually get to 3rd down. It's like 3rd and 6 or 8 or whatever the case might be, right? You drop back, the quarterback's looking, everybody's covered. And then he just takes off and gets 9 yards, 1st down. It's like, that's tough, really, really tough.